What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Run My Crypto. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day today, guys. We're gonna get into some crazy cryptocurrency news based on, like, my opinion on a certain specific coin. I think this was a good one. This is going to be a good move for anybody, but I'm not telling you to buy. This is not financial advice. This is just purely me discussing why you get crypto if you're not already getting into crypto. So we're going to cover a coin today. It's not going to be Jasmine, but I love Jasmine. That's my number one. The other two on there are pretty good as well. Plus I got some other ones that I love. So we're going to get into this one specifically because there's a lot of massive potential behind this coin that I'm going to talk to you about. It's on one of the hottest blockchains that there is. And there's a lot of potential for this thing to 100x, at least a minimum of 100x. So make sure you guys hit that like and subscribe, hit that bell notification. Make sure you guys share this video because it's going to be one of the most educating, coolest, funnest videos that you've seen in the history of cryptocurrency, because that's what we do here at Run My Cryptos. We give you the best entertainment alive. Let's go. How are you guys actually feeling about the markets right now? What do you think about the markets? Let's take a dive at the markets real quick before we get into this coin. Just like I expected. Didn't expect anything better than that. But it's crazy. I was looking at this CoinMarketCap 20 indexed ETF. Never seen that before. This is the first time I've ever seen that. Bitcoin at $87,546. $1.7 trillion market cap. Ethereum, 353 billion. God, Ethereum has really been pretty crappy. If you're invested in Ethereum, sorry guys, but it's a pretty crappy coin to be invested in right now, right? Alongside with every other coin. But Bitcoin, if you bought it at 15,000, you're still winning. But yeah, looking at Ethereum going back to 2021, garbage. Where are we at now? 4,000. Same thing. Man, dang. That sucks if you're like a Ethereum maxi. Feel bad for you guys, but hey, I love Jasmine. We're at 0.006, so can't be talking too much crap. If you're new to crypto, check out the lower caps. I don't recommend buying into these bigger cap coins, but I mean, to each his own. Just costs a lot of money to do it. Look at XRP, $1.84. Now that's something, less than $2 per token. What else? What do we got? Stellar, XLM, about 21 cents. Not bad. Sui, $1.40. Hedera, 11 cents. Toncoin, $1.56. World Liberty Financial, 14 cents. Not too bad. PayPal, if you guys want some stable coin, buy some PayPal USD. Chronos at 9 cents. What a shame. World Liberty Financial, $1. But it's not a shame, guys. It's actually very good. Right now, guys, with these markets being down like this is the best time to get into crypto. If you don't have a lot of cryptocurrency accumulated right now, buying it right now at these prices is very, very good, because you're getting in like when we got in a year or two ago. So, kudos to you guys who have not bought a whole lot and you're ready to buy a whole lot. I think it's very, very good. Very good opportunity. Okay, let's get into the coin we wanted to talk about, right? All right, so like I mentioned before, when we get into talking about this coin is backed by one of the biggest blockchains out there and one of the most robust blockchains. And I believe that this coin is obviously the leading North Star of all cryptocurrency tokens right now. So if you would understand anything about cryptocurrency, you would know that this token is backed by Bitcoin. This is off of a Bitcoin blockchain. All right, so on the thumbnail, none of those coins is what I'm about to talk about. So, but what I will do is mention that Litecoin is probably one of my biggest picks. Swift coin is now something that I'm going to start accumulating. And Jasmine is obviously my number one biggest holding that I have, because you can't do anything without data and you can't do nothing without Internet of Things. So, and the reason why I am so bullish on this coin is because, like I said, there's a lot of Bitcoin adoption right now, and there's not too many, coins that are building off of Bitcoin. The way that this coin operates and has the ability to scale out Bitcoin, that's what I think is very important for this specific token. It's Satoshi plus consensus built into it, right? So you have core holder, stake core on specific validator, right? So this is core staking. You have a BTC Lite client, and then delegation hub, candidate hub, validator, a reward module. Okay, then we look at your relayers. You have BTC staking, BTC hash, Bitcoin miners, BTC holders, and your reward mechanism is core rewards. So The coin we're obviously talking about today is Core. Okay, so you can stake Core, you can stake Bitcoin. This is a Bitcoin blockchain network. You can stake, obviously, like I said, Bitcoin and explore Bitcoin decentralized finance. A lot of sponsorships inside this uh, token and this project. So it's a pretty robust system when they put it together, and it's built on the Bitcoin blockchain. Now, not a lot of coins are built on Bitcoin blockchain. The reason why I pointed this out was because, or the reason why I pointed Ethereum out is because everybody and their mama are building on Ethereum, but I think we forget about the big dog, Bitcoin. So Bitcoin is actually, obviously the one who started this whole shebang, and being able to have a token that is built on Bitcoin and has a Satoshi Plus mechanism built in, which is the staking protocol for it. Super dope. You got a chance to read the white paper, come in here, drop it in there. I just, we could go on and on and on. But what I wanted to point out is you could stake Bitcoin and Core here, which is really great because, if you're one of those people that want to decide to dollar cost average into Bitcoin and actually gain some yield off of it. Now that's obviously putting, money into this and staking it, every single week or every 2 weeks or even every month. And then actually getting rewards out of it. So, you're investing in something, but you're actually getting some return on it. So, those are the factors to look in. If you're not, if you want a dollar cost average into coins, that's good. But if you want to gain some rewards off of a specific coin that's built on Bitcoin, I suggest you look into Core. So that's the coin that I wanted to talk about and share with you guys today. So, guys, it's not always about Jasmy. Everybody's asked say, oh, you're only talking about Jasmy, but it's not all about Jasmy all the time. There are very good projects out there. And everybody has different likes. Everybody has different opinions. Everybody invests a lot differently. But, having something that's tied into probably the best cryptocurrency blockchains out there, which is Bitcoin, obviously utility. That's why you have coins like this, Core, built on Bitcoin to scale out the utility of Bitcoin. So stuff like that is really great for you guys to have in your back pocket. If you want to just kind of dabble into different things, I believe this is the perfect opportunity for you. Guys, don't ever buy anything I talk about. This is just giving you an opinion, giving you some insight to something different. There's Ethereum maxis. I'm not an Ethereum maxi. Ethereum frustrates me because of the amount of gas fees that they charge you to move Ethereum around in some different areas. Like if you're using for example, what is it? Not PancakeSwap, Uniswap. If you use Uniswap to buy, one of these newer tokens, they charge you, basically you want to buy, say you have $100, you get $15 worth of the token, and they charge you $75 in gas fees to be able to purchase that. So I think that's a bunch of boo cockanini. So, explore your different avenues. Guys, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification. Stay up to date with Run My Crypto, because we're not only talking about Jasmy, we're going to be talking about other coins. We're going to talk deep into Litecoin, because I believe Litecoin is the second chance for investors to get in before it gets too big. We've seen Litecoin get up to about $300 in the quickness. So right now it's about $75 per token, I believe. Of course, I'm going to look up for you guys. $77 per token. Now we've seen this in an all-time high of about $300. If we look at the charts and we look at it on a yearly or monthly, okay, our highs, $405, $405. Coin is sitting at $77. This is like buying Bitcoin at $77 with potential to go to about $3,000 per coin in 2026, because we have a euphoric bull run for all these cryptocurrencies. So make sure you guys are staying in too with Run My Crypto, because we ain't talking schmack. We're talking that good. Thank you guys. Take care.